Yeah, no, clinicals, that's exciting.
I know.
All right, Crystal,
Yep.
what the hell is going on over there? Are
I
you
was
okay?
just trying to be able to hear better.
Well, I
Um,
mean,
hear
it looks
you
like your
great.
ear is hurting you.
oh, it itches.
Someone's thinking about you.
Is that what that means?
I need a Q-tip. It's fine. It's fine.
Are you also cold with
I'm so
your
cold.
robe? So maybe you're getting
Oh,
coming down with something?
No, I'm not sick.
Hush your
oh,
mouth.
MD Megan over here.
The fuck
Okay.
is wrong with you? I'm
Okay.
too busy to be sick, and I'm not sick.
When do you start clinicals, Megan?
Touche.
Welcome to the Mac Besties podcast, where four lifelong best friends share the laughs, lessons, and love that come with navigating life in our 40s. From career triumphs and challenges to juggling family, friendships, and everything in between, we're here to bring you candid conversations, a dash of wisdom, and a whole lot of fun. Whether you're catching up on your commute, folding laundry, or sipping your favorite drink, consider this your new favorite hangout. So grab a seat and join us. We've saved you a spot.
My week was boring as shit. Um, Thursday, I had a doctor's appointment. I have to get my IUD replaced. So that's
Ooh.
happening in 2 days from now on
Thank
Friday.
God.
Um, Also, I'm having a lot of hard times with my right hand and my thumb and my wrist and my pinky finger going numb and my elbow. So we talked
Carpal
about that,
tunnel.
and she made me get a thumb wrist support, which, as you can tell, I do not have on because it sucks
You're
so
so
bad.
compliant.
It sucks. It's the worst. It
Does it
made it hurt.
hurt?
It made it hurt more, which I feel like is probably right because it's making me hold my hand the way I'm supposed to, but
Hmm.
fuck. So,
Like
she,
braces?
she also put me on meloxicam, so I've taken a couple of those trying to like get it in my system so that I can put this brace on and not be in pain. It's also really hard to type. It's really hard to wipe your ass. It's really hard to do anything.
Yeah.
Use your strong hand.
Like I was practicing the other night, like I had it on and I was at my laptop and I was practicing and I was like, I have to figure out, I have to train my brain to spacebar with my left thumb. And I was trying and I was just like, eh, eh.
What was that?
It was really difficult. Okay. So I'm gonna have to get myself into that. I did also go to the eye doctor after that to get a new pair of glasses. Super excited about that. And the lady that was helping me with my eyeglasses had a wrist thing on. And I was like, let's talk about that. And she's like, okay. She has like seven different ones. She's like, I got one to cook with, I got one to work with, I got one to sleep on. Um,
She
she's
got,
got them
does
all.
she
And I
got
was
one to
like,
bedazzle?
no, she didn't talk about bedazzling any of them, but yeah, she's got all the
Shit, I
wristbands.
would.
Shit.
I mean,
Not many.
she's like, the one you cook with, it gets dirty and gross. The one you sleep with has like a pillow in it. The one like she just told me all the things.
Wow.
So I started with one from Walgreens. I'm gonna buy some from like Amazon and other places, and I gotta work that out because yeah, that's a situation. So I got new glasses. And then on Friday I went to therapy and it was just so good and I feel really good and she makes me feel really good and we are both really sad that we decided that literally I probably have like two more sessions. And when I was leaving, I was like, she's like, I can't believe like just two more. And I was like, I know. I said, don't be making me cry. And she was like, oh, we're crying. That last session, we're both crying. And I was like, oh God, here we go. Okay. So, gave me newfound like confidence and strength to just do the dang thing. And I worked on weekend on Saturday morning I had a hair appointment. That was awesome. I broke the news to my hairstylist, so now she knows. Like I feel like I'm on this like uh announcement campaign. That's my week. All right. April, how
Uh,
was your week?
my week was good. I don't have anything very eventful. Just
Fine.
living life and work
You
and being a mom.
you
So I
could
don't really.
retell the story you told so that the
Oh, about
audience
my
knows
school.
about that.
Oh, you want me to tell that again? Okay. She is on one today. Um, so I got news from my advisor yesterday that I don't have to take biology. I only have to do microbiology.
Good for
So which
you.
means, yeah, aren't you? I know that's new news to you
So
guys.
excited for you.
I know, right?
Breaking news.
Um,
Beep, 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 beep.
Oh my God.
um, God, I keep saying that. So I will have this one class. I will work this summer, and then which means I will be in full-time nursing school in August. And I'm
Yay.
super excited because I'm getting to the end. I'm seeing the light.
Yes.
How long?
And
It's
I
amazing.
cannot wait. And when I know I've discussed this, so I need you guys to work on your passports because when I graduate, I want to go to Jamaica.
Yes, yes. How long are clinicals?
Like, how long will it take me, or how long are the class? Like, it'll take me a
Yeah.
year to do
Okay.
everything. Yeah. And then I'll graduate with my BSN and my minor.
You'll be
I have to
bussing.
work for 100 hours with my BSN before I can apply. I need to start looking again for what online schools I want to use for my APRN. Like, what fun campus do I want to go to? Like
Anything in
Florida?
Colorado?
What do you have to
Mm,
do? You have to go to a different campus?
I want to do my nurse practitioner online, which I can do
Oh, online.
Right.
online, but I do majority of it. But then at the end of it, I have to go to that campus of whatever university to do my hands-on.
Okay, got you.
Is CSU Global an option?
I don't know. I haven't looked into it.
Write it down, put it in your notes. CSU Global. I would like an update in next week's podcast.
Love it.
You know, Crystal put it
Yes,
in her
mother.
notes.
So that's my exciting news. Other than that, just work, 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 because I start classes on Monday. Um,
How's
I'm
Miles?
excited. Huh?
How's Miles?
Miles is good. I am getting ready to pay his registration tomorrow for wrestling for his wrestling club.
Yeah.
Get this. Practices are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 6 a.m. to 7:30 a.m.
Ooh.
Get him up, get him going, get him out of the
And
house. Let's go.
Thursday, I think it's like 6 to 7:30 p.m. or it's an evening one. But so anyways, Miles, of course, I had to take it upon myself to figure this out. Actually, I asked Colby and Colby got it figured out for me because I asked Miles twice. I said, Miles, you need to figure this out. You're either going to do wrestling club, basketball, or you're going to come home and do some reading or some sort of project. And I'm going to take the PlayStation away and you won't get it until I'm home, for a couple hours. And he was mad at me. I'll figure it out, figure it out. Well, he didn't figure it out. So I was like, Colby, can you reach out and figure out? And he's like, yeah. And he did. Got all
Good.
the information for me. And so last night I presented it to Miles. I said, so how about wrestling club? Oh, I haven't heard anything. I said, really? Because I did. I went ahead and figured it out. And he goes, oh, okay. I said, are you excited? He goes, yeah. I said, good. Because practices are 6 in the morning to 7:30 a.m. before school. And his face. And I was like, so we're going to be going to bed early and we're going to be getting up early. And this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to have a routine. And he didn't say anything.
When does this start?
Next week.
Fantastic.
I love that for both
So,
of you. For all of you.
yeah, he needs some sort of structure and some sort of activity. He is not going to just sit around and play on that PlayStation. At this point, I want to fucking just rip that goddamn cord out. And, I think that he should be doing something other than that when he gets home. But I'm not here to control it. So I'm gonna work him out. He's gonna be exhausted when he gets home after school. I think it'll be good. It'll keep him working out, which I want activity, him working out, doing something, keep him active,
He'll get a couple wins next season. I would put
right?
money on it right now. I think he
Right?
Yeah.
got one this year, which is great, right?
No, he got 2.
Okay.
So I bet you he'll double it.
Okay. I bet so too. Looking at 4 wins next year.
No pressure, Miles.
Yeah, no pressure at all. I
Um,
just love the getting up and the routine and the, working on your body and your
Yourself,
self-esteem and
your
yeah.
self-esteem. And that's what I'm also, middle school sucks. And I told him, I remember middle school, bud. Like, it's rough. Like, I had the roughest times in my life because we're growing, our bodies are changing, hormones, you're finding your group of people, like I told him, I said, I got into a fight with Aunt Megan in middle school. And now look, we've been friends for how long? It's gonna happen, and kids could be cruel. Miles has also got a big heart like his mom. So that's, he wants to be friends with everybody and his feelings gets hurt easy and all I
You're
can
going
do
through
is
it. It's all
listen
good.
and give advice but also at the same time just let him grow and learn. That's all you can do. I can't coddle him, even though I want to be a Beverly Goldberg and go fuck every kid up that's messing with them. I've calmed down with age.
Yeah.
Anywho, that is my week. Everybody's
Good.
good. Silo's good. I really, actually, I'm hoping to maybe go to my sister's next weekend to that candlelight bar for the Fleetwood Mac tribute thing that they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty excited. Dr. Harvickson's actually only in the office until noon on Friday next week. And I was like, this fucking works out. I'll just jet out when she leaves, go up because it starts at like 6:30, I believe.
perfect.
That way, go and have a few drinks with my sister, get dressed up and go.
That'll be nice.
Yeah.
You had mentioned giving us Miles' phone number in one of our episodes a couple weeks ago. I was listening to it and I was like, yeah, text that little pumpkin head. So I'm gonna need you to handle that. Okay, okay, thank you. What did I do
No
this week?
problem.
I watched Prince a little bit. I purged my closet, and I mean, like, If I had to say percentages, I would say 85% of my closet is gone.
Wow.
It's gone.
Wow.
Couple things out of a couple of drawers in my dresser. I started cleaning up and rearranging the loft up here. I want to get it put kind of in a little bit, I want it to look a little bit different. So I started getting that done. We went through our cup cabinet and got rid of a ton of old cups, which might sound silly, but I literally had 2 boxes full of cups. And I took all that shit and dropped it off at Goodwill. Like it's gone. It's not in my
Nice.
garage. It's not in the back of my car. She gone. She got dropped off. I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday. I put that part in all caps. Actually took stuff to Goodwill. So I was really proud of myself for that. I organized my baker's rack and the bar. I was kind of taking over the bar, which has like alcohol and shot glasses and stuff in the top, but like we have our coffee and all that stuff like on the actual bar itself. And I think all my flour and sour, like all that shit was kind of taking over the bar. So rearranged my baker's rack, got my flour and stuff and all my cooking stuff like put over there, and just my bread box and Richie is on the bar. And I still use the bar to do stuff, but I don't know, it just feels good. Like I'm moving and shaking. I'm getting organized, getting in a spot where I feel good. Made some seasoned bread. So I just stuck with an original loaf recipe, just threw a whole bunch of seasonings in there. Italian, some Kinder's buttery steakhouse, some onion and garlic, and threw that in a loaf and baked it up. It was delicious AF. Did some spark. I sparked yesterday and today. Made a little bit of money. That's it. That's my week. Super easy.
What is Spark? Is that like Instacart?
It's Instacart, but it's specifically for Walmart.
Oh, okay,
So
that's right.
what is different is I don't always shop with Spark orders. Sometimes I just go pick it up because Walmart shopped it. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I get these other orders that are my absolute favorite. And that's when like you order something from the app or like walmart.com. Like say you ordered a set of headphones. And it just shows up at your house in like a brown package with your name. Like, people like me, like I'll go pick up 19 packages and go deliver them to 19 people. But it's not their groceries. It's like general merchandise. I fucking love those orders. Those are my favorites. I love it. I feel like I get paid more money. I feel like I stay busier. I feel like I don't like get insulted by some of the offers. Like I don't take every offer they give me,
Yeah.
but I just really enjoy it. And I do shop sometimes. So sometimes I'm like in the Walmart and it's not just groceries. Like I've shopped orders where I got somebody some groceries and a pillow. Like I had to go into the home goods section and like buy a pillow, you know? Yeah.
Nice.
And it's Sam's Club. So they do a couple of others, but I mostly just do Walmart and Sam's Club. Instacart has a ton of stores, like a ton,
Oh,
Kohl's and Target and Safeway and King
yeah.
Soopers and GameStop. And I mean, just a ton
Oh,
of fucking stores.
I didn't really do a whole lot. Friday, I made some, which I'll talk about in what's cooking good looking. So I cooked on Friday, something special for Anthony. Saturday we had the boys, and we ended up taking him to Park, not Park Meadows. Shoot, Colorado Mills. I don't know why I couldn't think of it. It's the one we
That a mall?
always go to. Yes.
We have an
So
Arizona
it.
Mills.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Maybe it's a thing owned by the same company or something. But they have like it's a huge mall. Um, we do it number one to get steps in. It also has a Burlington in it, and we love Burlington, so we always park at the Burlington entrance so we can shop on the way out. let's see. They also have a huge play area, indoor play area, and the boys,
Oh,
just let them
nice.
burn some steam off. And Sunday we just kind of did some art. I did some meal prepping, and then then it was back to work, and work's been a little slow. I think people are still getting used to not being on the holiday schedule or something. So, but then we also celebrated Jana, which I know I've talked about before. It was her 30th year
Oh,
at
wow.
our workplace. So, um, we had, or I went and got crumble cookies for her, to share with everybody. And did a little speech. I, of course, wrote an email to send everybody to say, it's a great, incredible milestone and thanking her and all that. And then, of course, when we have the crumble cookies there, and she hates, like, she does not like these type of things. She would have rather just, you know, nobody make her stand in front of a group of people. Uh, so we pull her out. Actually, what happened was she was on her way out, like, I think she saw us and she just went right past us to go to the warehouse. And someone's like, Jana, where do you think you're going? Get back here. And she's just like, turns around. She's like, comes to me. She's like, the email was enough. And I'm like, oh no, no, it's not. So anyway, um, she, talked to Jana before. She's great. Everybody loves her. She's, very helpful person. Um, and besides that, I also started my final Coursera course. I took a little break over the holidays, so back at it, and it's definitely kicking my butt. It's the last course, so after I do that course, then I have to do, the test for the course, and then you do the test for the whole certification for the project management, and then you have to take another test in 6 months. Like, yeah. So, I mean, this is legit stuff, man. So I was like, oh, I have to do this again in 6 months. Oh my God. I hate taking tests. I'm the worst test taker. I just get, my mind just blanks. So, which has been nice with some of these courses is, you have a link and it has all the course documents, so you can kind of refer back to some of those. But yeah, it's not super easy, but I've learned a lot, so I'm looking forward to being done with it though, for sure. And then I don't know, I was thinking about maybe taking an AI course or something after, just because that's where the world's going, and that seems to be, it's where all the money's getting put right now. So, uh, you know, just thinking about it, something to add to my resume. But that's it. That was my week. Oh,
I feel like we should
Megan,
add that April and I both heard from Corie, who we have talked about in previous episodes. I heard from her a few days ago. She hit me up. She'd asked me about the podcast a couple months ago because we'd thrown some stuff out on social media. And then last night she was like blowing me up. I mean, I even got a Crystal Sue, which is a throwback to episode number 1, where we talk about my middle name. And how, Sue is obviously not my middle name, but it's something Corey's called me since, I'm going to say, 8th grade. I even got a Crystal Sue, and I'm like, girl, I am bowling. I'm bowling. And Corie, I'm just going to say this right now for the record. I feel like if you're listening to all of the episodes, you would know I bowl on Tuesday nights. You would know. You would know not to text
She,
me.
she texted me, and the first word was egg. And I'm like, oh God.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She loves our podcast. And she's like, you guys are fucking hilarious. And I'm like, yeah.
I mean,
She's
we
like, I'm
know,
jealous
we
that
know
you
we're
guys
and
have been
funny.
she
friends
shouldn't
for
be
so
surprised
long.
that we're hilarious. I mean, come
I
on.
mean, right? Shit.
Yeah. My oldest niece, Courtney, she always tells me, like, it blows my mind that you're still friends with these girls. And I wish I had that. And I'm like, I'm blessed and thankful.
I
Corie
remember.
asked me
Not a lot
last
of people do.
Yeah.
yeah, she asked me, she said, "Have you guys ever fought?" And I laughed and I said, "Well, yeah, we all fought, but for not very long."
There were
We
times we didn't
yeah,
talk for
yeah,
a
a
while.
while.
We
Yeah.
fight on the
Yeah.
podcast. I just edit it out.
We do. We do.
This is true. This is true.
Yeah.
But it doesn't last long. We get over it and we move
Not
on
anymore.
because we
Fight,
love each other,
fight and love each other. It's fine.
right? Exactly.
Shout out to Corie. Love you,
Yes.
girl. My follow-ups are on something that we just talked about, and that was kind of the spark route and the side gig work. And it's something that I've been looking a lot into recently because I feel like I need to work on having some more income of my own so that when shit goes down, I have a good nest egg.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of went down a rabbit hole. It's crazy. Like AI tells me I need to be like a remote, a virtual assistant. And last night I was like good going through it, and there's things I don't know how, I was like, I don't even know some of this stuff. And so I said to it, I think this is a little overqualified for me. And the first thing it said to me was, I understand you're going through a hard time, and I feel like that's why you think this, but you are absolutely qualified for these jobs. And I was just like, ugh, I love my AI.
So what's yours name now?
I have not named it, but I actually thought about it because I'm like, huh?
Yeah, I wanted to know if your AI had a name.
I haven't named her yet. She's gonna be a female, that's for sure. But yeah,
Victoria.
made me feel really, and it like tells you the whole reason. Like this is what you're going through. Awesome that you're actually like asking me these questions, and here's what you need to do. And um, so yeah, stuff like Upwork, because it does give me a little bit of the anxiety to jump right into virtual assisting. I think I can get there. Leads into, well, follows up from Kylie's conversation. I absolutely need to do some Coursana courses. I also just need to do some very small, like 30-minute YouTube to like get myself more familiar with like Google Workspace. Because I'm kind of the older generation where it's always been like Microsoft, Word, Excel, that.
Yeah.
I do
Mhm.
work with Google in my current job, um, but probably not as much as I need to know. So,
Mhm.
um, some YouTube, just tutorials, um, a Coursana course, something like that. I don't know if that's right.
Coursera.
Coursera course, something like that, just to make me feel better about then applying for these jobs. But in the meantime, my point of this is like, I'm trying to look for just something really quick, like data entry, transcriptioning, stuff like that. So my goal this weekend is to revise my resume, which my resume is pretty good already. I just need to put my current stuff on it. And really, my current stuff is almost 5 years, so that's pretty much all I need. But um, and then I want to just kind of upload it to all the all the sites. And my AI, my girl, she she's like, focus on Upwork. So I've tried to do some research on Upwork and make sure it's legit, and just kind of, because my thought process is like after work and on the weekends and stuff, I can just do a few hours here and there just to kind of give me a little bit and just kind of get me into like the routine of remote work and work from home, so that when I move, I can continue to do that and potentially work into like a legit part-time virtual assistant. and then also do some daycare. My other follow-up was I just wanted to ask if you guys found a wedding to crash.
Oh, haven't even looked, but I did think about it. It's
Okay.
happening.
All
It's
right.
going to happen. I'm going to get on the knot. I think that's going to be my best way because they don't really put shit in newspapers like they did like in Manhattan and in Wamego. Like, I
So,
don't,
yeah, what was supposed to be my follow-up again for next week? I've already forgot. I did not write it down. I'm gonna have to go back and watch.
I don't know
Okay.
what your follow. I'm
I
so
know,
sorry.
Watch it
right?
real quick.
Shit. Da-da-da.
No, you told her she needed to do something, Crystal.
I needed to follow up on something next week. I'm gonna have to go back and
Do
watch.
none of us remember? Oh my God.
No idea. What were we talking about?
Oh, I forgot.
Her week.
Anyways, you're gonna need to follow up next week. That was all I was trying to say. Is that next week in your follow up, you need to tell us if you found you and I a wedding to crash.
Oh, so okay, I'm getting an assignment. I'm getting homework.
You literally gave April an assignment.
Right?
But
Like,
it got forgotten.
But we all forgot about it.
So you just forget about it,
The
Chris.
life
Just
of
forget
living
it.
in the 40s.
Do I put something in my notes or not? Do I put
I
yes,
mean,
something in my notes?
let's
yes.
play
And then
follow up roulette.
we'll listen to this and we'll find out what April's supposed to do.
I'll text you guys.
Oh my God, we're ridiculous.
Yeah, we are. We are horrible. Holy shit. I'm surprised we even remember to get on and do this weekly.
Oh my.
I look forward to this so much.
Okay, so Megan's done with her follow-up. April, no follow-up. Kyley, or Crystal, no follow-up.
Correct.
Kyley, you're up.
Yeah, I don't have anything. I went to see about court dates and any updates on the two stories I've been updating, the DoorDash girl and the 12 car pileup, and both of
Yep.
them are just waiting for their next court dates. So nothing new to report.
All right. Well, I'm kind of a loser. I have nothing for current events this week.
There is tons of stuff to talk
I
about
understand.
this week.
I'm kind of in a bubble.
Okay.
Understandable.
I think I'm just going to do my most current event because I think you guys may hit the other one, I hope. Anyways, oh, where did you guys go? I lost you.
You
I'm
you
right
glitched.
here.
We're over here,
There you are.
April.
I found you. I lost you there for a second. Anyways, in Kansas City, uh, a 42-year-old Kansas City man is charged with first-degree murder and death of a Northland neighbor. So this guy, Jeffrey King, is his name. He's lived in this Northland neighborhood for quite some time and is well known in the neighborhood to be very loud, obscene, uh, makes unnecessary gestures, messages, like says uncertain things. In fact, he's got a big ass sign, and I'll have to text you a picture of it on his camper that says, "Show me your butthole." So, anyways, Jeffrey and his neighbor, Chris Wells, have been fighting for some time. And like I said, he's well known to be very angry in the neighborhood and mean and hateful. And apparently, it just it went to extreme Monday morning. So something happened that they got into an altercation out in the street that Chris turned around to walk away and this guy shot him twice in the back. He then turned
Crystals are my
around to look and then he shot him again 6 times. I think he was shot 8 times total. Okay. So then, of
Wow.
course, he falls to the street. The ambulance can't get there quick enough and he dies. So this is the story. I did some background research on this. So he has been reported several times to the police. In fact, the guy, Chris Wells, who is 42, has a wife and 5 kids. They just had a baby, wrote a message and aired it to the Kansas City highlight, the mayor, the police department, that, I've been calling in. He, makes this neighborhood unsafe for the kids, just very mean, violent. Um, Other neighbors have called in to the police department. And in fact, one of them made a comment that said, what does it take? Does it take someone to get hurt before something is done? And what do you know? The neighbor gets shot out in front of 2 kids who watched it,
Aw.
while they were waiting to go to school. So then finally that gets the police department to go and arrest him. And now this guy, but how much does it take? Like,
A lot.
I guess. And the sad fact is that now this wife with these 5 kids is a single mother and now has to, figure out life. It's a sad deal. That's my current event.
The show me your butthole guy got shot and killed.
No, he's the
No.
one that's shot and killed. So he's very violent and um is known for having signs posted up on his property, and that was one of them he had up on that particular day, was show me your butthole.
Which
And the
was
police department, this is on the Kansas City Police Department. They are the ones that took the damn picture and posted it up online.
okay. Well, I feel bad for laughing because that was not what I was. That's the story took a turn, right? But I was not ready for show me your butthole, and it really just really made me laugh. I cried.
I
I
know.
tears. God damn.
It's okay that we
Well,
laughed. Like, that shit's crazy. It's
yeah, well,
unfortunate that crazy man.
That's what
is
he's gonna
yeah,
hear in prison now.
right. Show me your butthole.
All right.
I have two current events picked out, and they're both local to
Uh-oh.
the metro area. And I heard Kyley say hers is local. So I certainly won't steal your thunder. What are you going to talk about, Kyley? Which?
Colorado getting a new
Okay.
grocery store
Yep.
chain.
Okay. I'll talk about the other thing.
Okay.
You
Love
guys,
that.
46 gas stations in the Denver metro area got gas that accidentally had diesel mixed with it. And at this point, we are up to over 600 folks who went to the gas station between Wednesday night and Thursday morning and filled up and didn't get very far because that shit, regular cars can't burn diesel fuel. And so it just stops your engine. Over 600 people.
Oh my God.
It was an accident. I'm sure the person who made it happen at the oil and gas place, I'm sure they probably got fired. I don't know. But there was no bad intent. There was no fraud. It was simply an accident. It's going to be very expensive. The people who were privileged enough to take their cars in and get them fixed already, because this just happened. This just happened the other day. The people who were lucky enough to do that are out of pocket, $3,000. So you get the car to the shop has to suck all the bad gas out. It's not an
And you
easy fix.
just siphon the fucking gas yourself?
No.
No,
You have
once
to
it's in
clean
there,
the engine. You have to, it's so bad.
it's bad. It's real bad. So, it will be interesting to watch this play out. Someone's gonna have to pay for this. And it's, kind of like a, oh my God. And, I even kind of chuckled a little bit, but, this really, really affected some people who need their car and
Yeah.
really, really upheaved their lives. So, I'll keep my eye and ears open.
What particular
Um,
gas station, may I ask?
So many: Costco, King
Oh,
Supers, Maverick, Circle K, your favorite, Megs. Couple different ones. Costco and King Supers were huge.
Holy shnikes.
Oh, Dave said Murphy's, which was another big one. I thought it was
Oh,
Maverick. Maybe it was Murphy's. But either way, yep, just some gas stations around the metro area, down to Castle Rock, up north a little bit, Firestone, Erie. Crazy.
wow.
hmm hmm
all right. Well, my local uh, metro area story, actually, it's for the whole state of Colorado, is we're getting Aldi, and we are so excited. They are supposed to, they have like a 5-year plan of moving westward because I think it's the western side of the country that doesn't have um, get to experience Aldi. So yeah, that's so exciting. They're supposed to open like 50 stores in the first 2 years, um, between Denver and Colorado Springs. And
Don't you feel like that's a lot, Kylie?
I am wondering because that's just they said to start, and I'm like, that sounds like enough. Like
And it's
for the
just the
yeah,
metro area in Colorado Springs. 50 stores?
I feel like that. I
Wow.
mean, I feel like they'll be just as present as a King Supers and I mean, King Supers is more present than Safeway, but they're both. I don't know why so many, but okay, well,
Well, speaking of new developments, Kansas is getting a new gas station in Overland Park.
mhm.
Does it rhyme with schmuckies?
Yes, it does.
Yes. We're getting a
yay!
Buc-ee's. So, yes, I'm super excited.
Yeah. So I've seen a couple of TikTok like local reporters reporting on it, basically um teaching the rules of Aldi, like start collecting your quarters and expect to buy a new brand of food, the Aldi brand, because like 80% of their stuff is an Aldi brand. So yeah, I'm pretty I'm pretty stoked about it. I've
bring
always
bring
missed
your
Aldi.
bring your own bags and boxes if you need to, but and remember those cashiers, they're slinging them groceries. I don't
Yeah,
think
they are.
Colorado's ready for that because none of our grocery stores do that. And
Right.
I don't know if people are ready for that. And I'm
I
kind of
can't
thinking about
wait.
applying.
I think they get paid pretty good.
They do.
I
They
love
get paid
I
really
love the
good.
grocery store.
I love Aldi's.
Hmm.
I'm excited. I'm
Is it
so excited.
Aldi or Aldi's?
I think
It's
it's
Aldi's.
Aldi.
It's Aldi,
Aldi.
but we say Aldi's. Okay, Megan, let it happen. Let it happen.
That's strike 3 for you. Someone mute her.
Like, actually, it's like my third check mark because I know I'm right.
I'm like on my I don't give a fuck train right now.
Look, girl,
Get
you
it, girl.
right. You are right. Okay, Megan. It is
Cheers
Aldi.
to that.
Aldi.
Cheers.
We're from the Midwest. We add an S. Remember when I used to say Sonics?
Yeah.
My husband got me to snap out of that shit.
I
Yeah,
would
we
kind
try
of
to say
like us all
Safeway.
to snap out of saying Aldi's. It's Aldi.
I'm stuck on that. Okay, I'll try. I'm gonna
I don't think
try.
I've ever said Aldi's.
I've
Well,
always
you
said
just
Aldi's.
did.
Good for you.
All right, so moving right
The
along.
best
Choo
talker.
choo. I did want to just ask a question of the Denver girls or the Colorado girls.
Mhm.
The wildlife pass.
Mhm.
How do you guys feel about that? Like, it's like a huge deal. Do you guys know what it is? Like, it's like this huge, like, I think it's like a bridge, but it's for wildlife that goes over the I-25.
Oh, that is not
Oh,
what I thought you were talking about at all.
they
I don't
have
know
them in
anything
other
about that.
places, I'm pretty sure. I
It's like
think they
supposed
did
to be
one.
the biggest wildlife pass ever. And like it's so that deer and things can go over the nothing. I got nothing. I'll look it up. We'll talk about it next
I mean,
week.
I know about it. I just they've done them before and they're
Oh,
always
okay.
up to some kind of construction bullshit.
Shenanigans. Okay. All right. All right. I get it.
But they work very well. They do, which I think
Yeah.
is why they decided to do the giant one.
I do not have anything for what's cooking good looking.
Oh, I did taco salads, and I'm really sad that I can't find the Azteca shells. Like back in the day, we used to be able to get them at Dillon's, and it came with the little paper thing that you could put or make to put the tortilla over. I like to put French dressing on my taco salads, and Miles thinks it's the weirdest thing ever, and I think it's so good. So
That's
my
how
we
my
used to
Aunt Cindy always made it when she did that it's kind of more like a potluck dish. You use like crushed up Doritos, but then you throw
uh-huh.
in all the stuff for tacos and just make a big taco salad out of it. And she would always use Dorothy Lynch. And I have
Mm,
never seen anybody here. You would mention that to anybody here, and they would be like, "Get out!" Like
yeah.
they also say
Yeah.
that about cinnamon rolls with chili. When I mention that, they're like, "Get the fuck out! We don't do that here." I'm like, "Oh, but I do,
I do.
and you will."
Speaking of chili, did
This
you eh, sorry, one thing I learned when Emily was dating this guy a long time ago, that down in Texas, they like to eat rice with their chili. So they came over, I made crock-pot chili, and I'm like, just, bring cheese, the fixings, whatever, and whatever you want to drink. This dude shows up with a box of Minute Maid rice. I said, "What's the rice for?" He's like, "You don't eat rice with your chili?" No, dude. No. Here in Kansas, we eat chili with Fritos and cheese and then cinnamon rolls,
cinnamon rolls.
but no rice. And he's like, "Cinnamon rolls? Why would you eat it with cinnamon rolls?" I'm like, "Why would you eat it with white rice?" Like, so yeah, sorry. That's all I have.
That's okay. I mean, we're on this topic right now, so we're gonna ride this train. It might get a little derailed. April, do you remember,
Oh, good
speaking of
gracious.
taco salads,
Hmm.
when you had myself over with this guy I was dating that was terrible, like super nerdy, and we came over to, sorry, I'm just saying that's how I can describe him.
Okay.
I can't even think of his name right now, which is terrible.
Well, me neither, but keep
Um,
going.
but do you remember like we came over to your house on like Colorado when you were
Oh, Colorado
Dave
Street when, yeah, Dave
and we
and
had
Jace.
taco salad and
Uh-huh.
he made the weirdest fucking tacos and you're like, what the fuck is he doing? What are you doing? And I was just like, I mean, let him eat his taco salad and but also I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Was
Oh,
it the
is
guy that
that the
talked
guy?
like Sling Blade?
Yes, the
Yes.
And
biscuits.
we made fun of
Mm,
him as soon
some
as you guys left.
biscuits.
We were like, I need some
Mm.
biscuits. Like
And those were for my
all of us
breakfast.
were,
They
yeah,
weren't
he
even
was a
part
dead
of the
ringer.
buffet. I was like, you know what? You tear those biscuits up.
Who was that?
That was it.
I do
That's
not
him.
remember his name. It's
I don't remember
Slingblade.
his name.
Sling Blade.
Yeah.
Sling Blade.
His name is Sling Blade. Mike
Mike.
No, Mike. Was that his name?
was the guy that lived over
That
kind
was
of by
our
Activa.
where we smoked and hung out when we were on the corner of high school, right?
No.
Who's
That's
Mike?
The we're
That was
Why are
Mike.
we giving him so much time right now when we don't even know who the fuck he is?
Who's Mike? Oh no, not Mike. Sorry, I got it in my brain. Across from Gumby's.
kinda.
Yeah. No.
Oh,
He was the that guy. That was Mike. Mike and Sling
yeah,
Blade are
but
not the same person.
that's not. No,
Yeah.
they are different
Okay.
people. Yep.
What's cooking good looking at my house? A couple of things. One thing I cooked and the oven worked. And the other thing I made earlier, and I didn't think that it got hot, and I think I'm right because my husband's downstairs right now trying to bake pizza, and it's not working. So
Oh
this one
no, is your
thing that I made
oven
in the
going
oven
out?
worked. Yeah, I think it's done.
Oh
Oh
no.
no.
It's all right. I have a Lowe's credit card. Um, I made an enchilada lasagna.
Turn that
Now,
shit around. Good for you.
my husband has been wanting some enchiladas, and I finally bought the shit to do it. I should tell you, I haven't really made enchiladas that many times. Like I could probably count on one hand how many times I've ever made enchiladas. Now lasagna I've been making, you know. But I finally bought the stuff for it. We bought some pre-made enchiladas from Sam's Club. They are delicious. I mean, they are really good. But when I make enchiladas, the few times I've made them, we're green. We're green people. And the enchiladas that we had at Sam's Club, we had both red and green. Just phenomenal. So good. But I went back to my roots and I made some green, got some green stuff. Um, and we accidentally were using the tortillas for other shit, and I didn't have enough to make enchiladas. So I'm like, well, crap. I don't want to go to the store because, you know, I had no bones that day. And I looked and we had these like street taco size tortillas, and I was like, well, there we go. We'll just layer it up like a lasagna. And that's what I did. Same everything else. Same cheese, same chicken, same sauce. Nothing changed. Just didn't have to roll them up into the little, burrito guys. But it was really good. It was really good. And I highly recommend.
Yum.
Mhm.
Good job, sis.
Thanks.
All right. Well, what I cooked this week was for Anthony because I was in the mood to cook, but I wasn't hungry, which has been my problem as of late is I'm hungry, but I don't know what I'm hungry for, and nothing really sounds good. And so I have to depend on him. So anyway, he has this show that we watched. Oh, it's been a couple, actually, it's probably been over a month ago, but it's called um, Best Thing I Ever Ate. And it's an older, I think it was early 2000s is when it was out. 2008 was this particular episode of this creamy rice casserole that he saw, and he's thought about it since 2008. So we watched this episode specifically because, oh my God, I saw this rice and I've been thinking about this rice for the last 18 years. So I decided to go ahead and try to make this rice for him. It's not something I would ever have picked myself. Because just the ingredients, just didn't sound that great to me. But it's rice, of course. It's got butter, salt, sour cream, onion, cilantro,
Yum.
poblano chilies, which I just used canned chilies because this instructions was like roast your own chilies, and I said I'm white. I don't know how to do any of that stuff. Like So I bought the canned green chilies instead. And then, yeah, more onion, a can of corn, white cheddar cheese, which he's willing to, you know, hurt for because he wants to try this so bad. Um, anyway, so I go ahead and I make this thing, and it's kind of fun to make, and saute in the onion and the garlic with the green chilies, and mix it all together, the can of corn, the rice. Um, the sour cream is a little mixture you make on the side with onion and cilantro. Anyway, mix it all up with the cheese, bake it, and he loved it. So there were things I felt I could change on it. So I ended up did making a second batch and like later in the weekend. And then I used that rice to make his chicken enchilada burritos for lunch for the week. But he made his sister try it when she came and got the boys. Like, next time we're bringing food to his family, this is what I'm bringing. Like, yeah. So it was a success.
Sounds delicious. Both of
Mhm.
those.
It was really good.
You
And
could
he
make a
kept saying,
buffet.
this is good. This is good. I'm like, I never said it wasn't good. I just said I never would have picked it myself. It's good. You're right, baby. It's good.
Let's pause for the cause and hear a word from our sponsor.
The Plantbrella, a colorful umbrella for outdoor gardens and potted plants, designed to help protect your plants from the intense, direct sunlight, heavy rain, hail, and frost, while allowing some light and rainwater to gently pass through to your plants. The Plantbrella is not only a colorful piece and decoration for your garden, but is an effective way to keep your plants safe, hydrated, and live longer throughout the garden season. Plantbrella, we got you covered.
Okay.
You're doing a great job.
Me?
Yeah.
What else is new? Tell me something I don't fucking know. Shit.
Tell me something new.
All right. So my movie or documentary was, I don't know what you would call it. I feel like it was like a movie because it was just one long thing, but it was called Roofman on Netflix.
Okay.
Roofman. And it is based on a true story.
Okay.
And it stars Channing Tatum.
Ooh.
And yeah, it's pretty good.
Not mad about that.
So Roofman is a story about
Yummy.
a man named Jeffrey Manchester who was down on his luck after the military and needed to make some money. And so he realized that he could break into like a McDonald's or other places through their roof and their like air conditioning systems. And it puts him right where he wants them. And he does it overnight. And then he waits for the morning crew to come in. So the movie basically, it's not a movie. It's not a documentary. I don't know what to call it, but
Based on a true story or like
it starts with him in the middle of the night breaking into this McDonald's, and when the morning crew comes in, there's only like three people, and he pulls out a gun and puts them in the walk-in cooler or the freezer or whatever. And he's like mad because the one person didn't bring a coat to work because he told them all, go get your coat and then get in the freezer, and I'm gonna rob you and I'm gonna leave. But I'm not gonna let you die. And the person's like, well, I don't have a coat. And he's like, well, why didn't you bring a coat? Like, you should have brought a coat. So he gives him his own coat and then puts him in the freezer and then robs them and leaves. He's found and he's charged with kidnapping and weapons. And he goes to jail and he ends up breaking out of that prison. And ends up breaking into a Toys R Us through the roof,
Oh my God.
finds the cameras, turns those off. He's so smart. And then there's like a
And so
bike,
good looking.
there's like a bike display. It's like circular, and he discovers that the inside of it is hollow. So like there's just those like bike racks. Like if you've been in a Toys R Us, I don't know. This is back in, I don't have the year pulled up, but it was back in the day when Toys R Us was a big thing. And um anyway, the bike display is circular and it's hollow inside. He discovers this and he literally lives inside this Toys R Us bike display at night. He's put a bed in there. He goes and he like, there's toddler beds in Toys R Us, Babies R Us. He grabs one of those. He's able to turn off the cameras. He's just living. He ends up going to like church during the day and stuff because, he's got to get out of there during the day while everybody's shopping. And he ends up going to church and meeting this lady and like falling in love with her and her two kids, and now he knows that he's too close. The whole point is he's broken out of prison for the um McDonald's robbery, and he's waiting for a friend of his to help him get out of the country. And this friend, their former military, this friend has taken like a contract job overseas. So now he has to wait like a whole year instead of just the couple of months that he thought he was going to live in this Toys R Us. He has to wait a whole year for his kind of shady friend to get back and get him like illegal passports and documentation and shit. So in this time, while he's waiting for this friend to get back, he goes to church and he tries to find himself and he steals a bunch of toys from Toys R Us and like donates them to the church that he's at for their toy drive. And they're like, oh, look at this guy. He's such a blessing. Falls in love with the woman that has two kids. And his friend finally comes back. He realized he's kind of probably in too deep. His friend comes back. He goes to his friend. They make him all the fake things. He's supposed to be getting on a plane and leaving the country. And he decides to go back and see the girl. And she has caught on by this time. Um, because he tries to rob the Toys R Us that he's living in, and he kind of gets caught, and he tells her, like, you don't have to. Oh, he's like changing the schedule because she also works at Toys R Us, which is how sorry, I'm a terrible storyteller. You've told me that before.
Off the record. Never just said it in the middle of the podcast where we tell stories.
Oh no. Like a couple weeks ago in the middle, you were like, you're a terrible storyteller.
Okay.
Oh,
I
you're
forgot that
right.
part.
I'm so sorry. Okay, so yeah, he basically falls in love with this chick that works there.
And
Is
they go to
in
the same
changing her
church.
schedule. The manager is like a total POS, and in the movie, he's portrayed as like a little person. Well, he is a little person in the movie. And I don't know if he's a little person in real life, but he's just a terrible person and won't give her like Christmas off. So Roof Man goes in and like changes her schedule and gets her the time off and then steals all these toys. He ends up going to this church because of her. I'm sorry, I should have.
Nope, you're fine. You're doing good. Keep going.
So yeah, he is in the process of like stealing money from the Toys R Us that he works in. And told her not to come to work until way later, but she didn't listen and she came and she saw him even in the mask. She knew his eyes. She knew it was him. He knew she knew. So he was supposed to leave, but he went back because she called him and said, like, pretending like, and he he risked it for the biscuit. And instead of her being there, the police were there. And they swooped him up and took him away. And he was sentenced to all the crimes and got like 20 more years. And he was like, I know what I did was wrong and I'll never do that again. And then in the like notes at the end of the movie, it says that he tried to escape prison 2 more times.
Of course he did. Of course he did. Cripe.
So, I guess also in looking this up, so he's sentenced to 32 to 45 years in the North Carolina prison systems, but also Lee, which was the girl that he worked with and fell in love with, has
Yeah.
now started visiting him again. Like, and in the movie, she visits him and she's like, "Look, I did this and you're wrong, and I'm a God-fearing woman." And like, I felt really bad for her because he kind of played her. But I also felt bad for him, but I'm like, you're a criminal. So,
Sure. So
Roof
obviously
Man,
she has
watch it.
feelings. Well, yeah, I'm going to, especially with Channing Tatum. Phew, haven't gotten any action in a long time.
What I think is
Um,
hilarious is that he's literally living inside a hollow tube in a Toys R Us for a year.
I gotta, yeah. Could you imagine? I couldn't.
Crazy.
Um, so obviously she's got some feelings for him. The real guy, have we Googled the real guy? What is
Yeah,
he?
his
Is he good looking? Does Channing Tatum,
uh
like, was he the perfect character for this true story?
Did
That's what
this
I want to
guy
know.
deserve to have
maybe not
feelings?
so much, but
Oh,
oh shit.
you should, yeah, yeah,
That looks like the Idaho killer.
right? That's what I was saying.
Well, now that I mean
Or
back in the
Charlie
day.
Kirk's murder.
Oh God. Okay. That's that's the first photo that showed up on Wikipedia, but yeah, no, he wasn't like, but I think he was charming. And I think he was ex-military. He literally was just trying to live, and he got himself like he just didn't do it the right way.
Okay,
And he was kind of friends with people that didn't always do it the right way. I think
but
he
why
could
a
have been a
Toys
good
R Us?
guy.
Why not a Walmart or
I can't answer. I
uh
think he just happened to
or
see it.
Cabela's
No, he just
or
realized he
Paying
could
the
get
chance.
in. Like it was,
uh
He didn't pick out Toys R Us.
no,
False
I mean, as soon as he
opportunity.
got out, he was trying to reach his other military buddy that was supposed to help him once he got out and realized that he had taken this job overseas and wasn't going to be back for like 9 months. And he happened to see a Toys R Us in the distance. That's what the movie portrays. And yeah, he lived there for like a year.
hmm,
Every night, that's where he would go back in a tube. It's crazy.
all right.
Like
Holy
a bank
shnikes.
deposit.
Cha-ching. I started watching Tell Me Lies. Have you guys heard of it?
Hmm.
Oh, I'm
Heard
I'm
of it?
freaking
I've
it.
not seen it.
I've heard of it. People have been talking about it. I finally sat down yesterday and now I'm invested.
Tell us what channel it's on first, or what streaming device.
It is on Hulu. Hulu,
Hmm. Okay.
I believe. I'll
Fact
have
check,
to
Megan.
fact check
Go
me.
ahead, April. You go. I'll fact check.
I think it's Hulu.
Tell us about it.
So it starts off where these three girlfriends that they've been friends since college are going to one of their weddings and they're all excited. And this one girl they're worried about because one of the guys that she used to date and was in a very abusive relationship is going to be there because he's friends with the groom. So that's how it starts. Like, you need to make sure, don't talk to him. And she's annoyed with her friends. Like, yes, it's been 15 years. I haven't seen him. I haven't talked to him. That it's over. And then he walks in and she turns around. And then it goes to when they start college. And there's 4 girls. And they're getting to learn each other the first episode. And they're going to these parties, and the one girl that's like kind of the alpha, she knows where all the parties are. Pippa is her name. And well, on the first evening of the party that they went to, first party they went to, they all seem to be separated, and one of the girls stays back because she's going to go to another party, and she ends up dying, gets into a car accident. So they're all mourning. But as you watch how the relationship starts between Anna and Steve as the 2 main characters, and the friends, and how they all start building their relationship. I'm at the point now that the guys frat, the boyfriends that they hang out with were involved in the girl's murder.
Mm.
So that is where I'm at. Like I said, I am invested in this Tell Me Lies. So I will have more to update next week on movies and documentaries, because let me tell you, it is so good. So good. And the relationship kind of reminds, so of course, Steve, he's charming, but he's also fucking another girl at the same time as he's trying to sue this girl. But then also to find out that the men may be involved in their friend's murder, he was fucking her at some point because he has like nude pictures of her on his computer. So it's like a fucking Joe kind of personality, kind of, I don't know, aura, feeling, I don't
Vibe.
know, vibe. Yeah. But it is so good.
I watched on Netflix Katrina Come Hell and High Water,
Saw
which
that. Is it
was
good?
it was really good. It was 3 parts, I believe, so very palatable, very easy to get through. Um, it I feel like at this point in time, in 2026, I gotta stop saying it's 2025 because now it's 2026. Ugh.
Uh,
Um, we know that it wasn't necessarily the hurricane that brought the water or the
yeah,
the the most damage. Yes,
yeah,
it was bad. Those winds were like 175 miles an hour. Like shit was bad for sure. It was the breaking of the levees because it was
yeah,
multiple breaks that
yes,
caused the water and caused the flooding. So really really good documentary. We get good local news clips. Um, they had a CNN reporter, I can't remember her name, and I didn't put it in my notes. But she talked about how um, the looting. Do you guys remember them talking about the looting
yes, yes,
afterwards? And
yes,
how they just got this narrative that, people were stealing and, it was all mayhem and craziness. And what we now know is they had no food and they had no water for days and days and days and days. And
yeah,
these people would just go get food. And, when they could get to the grocery store down the street, the people who were at the grocery store were handing them hamburger buns and they were handing them chips and they were saying, here, take 6 bottles of water. And how there was just this grotesque lie being told about how these people were, criminals. So when the National Guard finally comes in, they come in literally guns ablazing, walking around with their shotguns out. At one point, there was a scuffle at the dome. What's Superdome? Is it the Superdome? Is that what it's called?
Mhm.
There was some kind of fight, or something happened, and they fire a warning shot. They didn't shoot and kill anybody, but they fire the shot, and the documentary introduces us to this military colonel. He had like a very French name because he's from there and he's very Cajun, but he was a white guy. Holy shit, you guys, you're gonna love this guy if you watch this show, this documentary. He was fantastic. He talked about how the people who are spewing this narrative, number one, they aren't there, and if they were there, they would see that there aren't these criminals running rampant in the street. There are people that are just trying to get the fuck out of the city. Like these people had nowhere to go.
Go.
The city immediately blames these people for not evacuating. And there are interviews with people who lived there and who lived in the lower Ninth Ward and who lived in other parts of New Orleans. And they said, we couldn't go anywhere. We had no money. We had no car. We had nowhere to go. We had no way of getting out. And again, it wasn't the hurricane that brought all this water and all this damage. It was
Yeah.
the failed levees that broke that put us in this situation. So it was really good. I love the way it started. It was basically home movie of some girl doing here I'm showing you before the storm comes. I'm showing you before Katrina, and when it passes I'll show you after film. I'll show you what it looks like afterwards, and it was just really, 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 really good. Loved the people, loved their call outs of the failed lack of leadership from local to, national level. Um, but really good, cool people talking about the rebuild of New Orleans, the culture of New Orleans, which we touched on New Orleans last season when I said, maybe Dave and I will go there for his 50th. Like it was something that kind of came out of nowhere. And I was like, oh my God, we've never been there. I've still never been to New Orleans and would love to go there. But especially now, especially after watching that and hearing those people talk about what New Orleans is and how much it means to them. And I think it sounds really cool and I believe them. And I really want to go experience it myself. But great documentary.
I can't wait to watch it. I saw it
Good.
and I almost watched it. So I'm glad I didn't. So I didn't steal your thunder.
Again. Just kidding.
Still haven't let that go, huh?
I wanted to share a podcaster that I watch on YouTube. So I did watch it. It is a type of documentary because, they show a lot of news clips and, it's documentary style. So this one is a sad case of this little girl named Melinda Hoagland. And I guess I should also say I watched it on the podcaster is Annie Elise, and she does a podcast YouTube show called 10 to Life, and it's a true crime. Um, anyway, little Melinda Hoagland, um, basically she was 12 years old and um, died by child abuse, basically. And it could have been, I feel like it could have been prevented if our system worked and things worked the way that they're supposed to. And if people would just use freaking common sense, and that just, we're lacking that in humanity these days. So this little girl, her mom is named Rondalyn. Her dad's name is Rendell. Well, they were together for a while. Melinda's born, everything's fine. But when she was around, I think 8 years old, they get divorced, and her dad Rendell gets full custody of her, and her mom has visitations, and everything seems to be fine. They're managing the co-parenting, um, and her, they work out a summer schedule. Everything is civil and fine, and Melinda seems perfectly healthy and normal. Well, then enters Cindy Warren as Rendell's new girlfriend. So um, there is, um, I think that they might have been together the whole time, but there was no issue except for the mother had specifically requested that her child not be in the care of Cindy alone for more than 1 hour ever, unless there's some kind of written consent from the mother, which, at first glance, you're just thinking it's, a jealousy thing, maybe, or, there's some kind of conflict. But no, it's a legit concern. And I'm not even sure why they allowed Melinda to live in that household. Um, Cindy Warren has a history of abusing children, her own children, and had even received jail time because of it. So back in 2000, 2-year-old Jessica ended up dying from her injuries. She was brought to the hospital by Cindy and her then fling. His name was McKinley. Brought her into the emergency room. She ends up getting life flighted to another hospital with a head injury. They said she fell out of a parked car, which that just doesn't even make any sense. Instead of going to the hospital with their 2-year-old baby who has a head injury from supposedly accidentally falling out of a parked car, they just go home and chill. They didn't go to the hospital. So the police kind of go to just check things out, get statements, for the whole thing, because the doctors are like, something's not right here. This injury seems a little odd for just falling out of a car, like from that distance. So the cops come over to like question them, and they're like getting ready to go to bed or something, or they're just, oh, okay, well, here's what we say what happened. Anyway, um the poor baby ends up passing away. And in the autopsy they find that the head injury actually is more like somebody maybe took her and threw her up something, like against something. But unfortunately, investigators aren't able to prove anything, so there's no charges at the time. So then we go to what year is it? Goes to 2007, and this involves 4-year-old Isaiah, her son. Well, a neighbor called because they hadn't seen the boy for a while. The two, Cindy and what's his name, McKinley, were kind of absent parents. They were known to be that way. They were known to like party a lot, drink a lot, argue a lot, have the cops called a lot from fighting with each other. But they were worried when they hadn't seen the little boy for a while. So they called and asked the police to do a welfare check, and they come over and they find the poor little boy locked in a room, covered in bruises, just, yeah, abused. Luckily, he's alive and well. Um, but yeah, they go ahead and do their investigation. And also, this poor boy is just nonverbal. And he's 4, he should be talking. He's nonverbal. Um, just, he's endured so much abuse and everything. But she, um, that's the one that she ends up going to jail for later. But once again, I don't know what kind of investigation they're doing or why they can't put puzzle pieces together. But again, nobody's charged for this. So Rendell and Cindy get together. They have custody of Melinda, and everything seems to be okay. But then in 2023, Melinda's dad and girlfriend decide that they're going to move. So they relocate, which means she's cut off from that other side of her family. She's not seeing her mom anymore. She's not seeing her half sisters anymore. So it's just her with these two. And before, she was like an honorable student. She loved going to school. Well, once they moved, she started steadily missing more and more school. When she had like, it wasn't even a full school year, but she had 35 absences, and only 10 of them they said were excused. The other were not. Um, and the reasoning they're saying is because she's endured this abuse and marks are being left, and they're basically keeping her home so that nobody is seeing these. Because people did have some concerns and stuff. And then once somebody asked a question, that's when they started keeping her home so much. But finally, somebody called in a welfare check for her, and the police found her in the home. I'm trying to remember if they had actually found her chained up, but there was evidence that she had been chained previously. They're able to tell those things. And anyway, she was so malnourished. She was 12 years old at the time and weighed, I think they said 50 pounds. 50 pounds at 12 years old. She was so malnutritious and nutrition and had been abused so much, she ended up passing away also from her injuries. So now,
Oh my God.
yeah. So what ends up happening is now people are looking back at the other two previous cases that Cindy Warren was involved in with her children. They're re-interviewing her and all this other stuff. And this is where she finally gets charged for Isaiah, but she never gets charged for Jessica, the 2-year-old, the original child, victim of hers. She doesn't get charged because she testifies against McKinley, and he's now serving 50 years in prison. They did get her on abuse though for Isaiah, and she is sentenced to 3 to 7 years for the abuse that he endured. But for this one, for Melinda, the case for Melinda is ongoing, so there's no resolution yet. There's still court cases to happen, so I'm definitely going to be paying attention for updates on it and hoping that they get exactly what they deserve. So, yeah, it's very sad, and I feel like it could have been prevented. I feel like we've heard it all of our lives, these same situations, these same cycles. It's the same thing over
Sure.
and over again. And we're in 2026 now.
Yeah. It's not getting better.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I think we'll continue to hear random stories. Hope that, situations will get better and people will make different decisions, but it's a hard knock life.
Wow.
I love your
What a
face,
weird
Crystal.
thing to throw in at
That
the end of that.
Jay-Z? Is that Jay-Z?
Yeah.
Is that Jay-Z?
Yeah, Jay-Z.
Is
What
that,
a hard knock life.
if I use less than like 11 seconds or something, it doesn't matter if it's copyrighted, I can use it. Which is why
think
I've been able to
maybe
throw in all of these clips.
maybe it's Kanye.
No, it's
No.
not. Come on.
It's Jay-Z.
It is Jay-Z.
100%.
It's Jay-Z.
Thank you.
Sorry. Not sorry. Kyley, that was a good one. And I can't.
Kind of tore at my heart, though.
I could
Damn.
probably wait for an update, but I can't wait for an update. Like, it's terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah. I just don't understand who can do that to a child.
Lots of people.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately. And to your own kids too.
To
Like,
your own kids that you
oh,
grew.
I forgot this part of it. Like, they had evidence of Rendell and Cindy texting each other, like, how they were planning to torture her that evening.
What the fuck?
Like, what is wrong
Can we
with
torture
people?
them back the same way? Why can't we have that kind of
I wish
system?
it was really like that. I really wish
I
it was eye for
really,
an eye sometimes. I really do.
right?
Sometimes,
And people with animals too that
certain
do that to
cases.
animals, I want to fuck them up too. Let's torture them. Leave them outside naked, chained up, no food, no water. Let's see how that goes for you.
Yeah.
And no, don't you think you're getting any attention?
How about we give a shout out to some women and some mothers that love their children?
All right. Shout
Moves into
out.
my social media. My social media for this podcast is the Hot Mess Express. I came across a random, I believe it was probably TikTok, and it was this lady that was basically struggling. She just needed some help. Like she was a new mom and she needed help. And then it was, I don't know what you call it, but somebody else like kind of took over her video and was like, I saw this video and I knew that I needed to help her. And this is what we did. So basically, Hot Mess Express was started in 2021. And when Jen Hamilton, a mom and nurse, saw a struggling new mom's post asking for cleaning help but lacking funds. So instead of like donating to a GoFundMe or telling her like who the cheapest cleaners are, instead Hamilton rallied 8 other moms and went to their house and cleaned her entire house for her. And she's since turned it into an entire organization called hotmessexpress.org.
Awesome.
Shout
Um,
out.
so yeah, you basically, so Jen's idea, you get a group of moms together and you see a mom that's struggling and or a mom reaches out and is struggling or just a woman is struggling and they go to the rescue, I guess. Jen or hotmessexpress.org, their key takeaway is the Hot Mess Express embodies the idea of a village for moms, transforming a moment of crisis into a sustainable model for women, helping women, emphasizing that asking for help is a strength and not a weakness. And I'm
Exactly.
trying to live by those words.
Oh,
So
what good motto.
I feel like women are a lot of times just kind of programmed that we have all the answers and we know what we're doing all the time. And we don't ask for help because we don't need help. We're women. So asking for it is actually a strength and not a weakness. And I love that.
That's awesome, Megan. What a good social media.
Thank you.
That was awesome.
It resonated with me.
It kind of does with me too.
And is it like spreading to other cities and other places? And like, Can like you sign up in Phoenix and Kyley can sign up in Denver?
Can I give you a follow-up on that next week? Because I don't know the
Sure.
answers to those questions right now.
Sure.
Hopefully
I'm sure it
remember.
is because I mean it's like a social media like platform now. I mean, I saw it on TikTok and they didn't start in Arizona. So, yeah, I'll take a little looky-loo. I'll get you guys some more information next week.
Yeah, I want to know if it's available in Kansas.
Yeah.
Right on. I don't have anything.
Oh, did you forget that we had a podcast this week?
Did
I
you
miss
be,
him.
did you become a comedian in the last hour?
Mm-hmm.
6th grade. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Probably
Mm-hmm.
since birth.
I had so much else to talk about, but I thought we were trying to cut this down.
What are you
But no, I
talking
really don't have
about?
any
Do you
social media.
have a social media?
He doesn't.
I don't have a social media.
No social media. She
Imagine.
wants to talk after we're done recording. Okay,
Love that.
y'all. I got some farm stand drama for you.
It's not
Yes.
drama.
Is
Oh, is
Susan
it the
back?
same ladies? Sandy and
Or
Sandy or whatever their names were?
Oh, Susie and Susan? No.
yes.
This one comes from anonymous member. Wah, wah.
What a loser.
Anonymous member. This was posted 4 days ago. Hey, everyone. I need some help or ideas as to what to do. We have a few local farm stands in the area. Unfortunately, one of them is reporting all the other stands within a 20 to 25-minute radius of hers, which is really bringing down the community spirit. One stand had to actually close, and another is still going but had multiple reports of bad reviews, which is quite disheartening. This particular
Oh.
stand that's doing this is run by a girl that is claiming to be a Christian. As a Christian myself, I don't understand how you think this is good behavior or Christian-like, and I wish we could find a way to show her the value of kindness. The stand owner that is doing this is actually a member on this page, but I'm blocked, so I don't even know if they would see this. But please give me and the others is what she meant to say, some ideas of how to get her to stop, and let's work together to create a more uplifting environment for everyone to thrive. Hashtag Georgia. Now, you know, I love me
Hashtag no
some,
trolls.
you know, I love
Georgia.
me some tea, you know, I love me some drama.
Mhm.
And I am also, listen, if I haven't said it before or if I haven't clarified before, I love faith. I love people's right to practice their faith. I am not a Christian. There is no question about I am not a Christian. But I'm not anti-religion. I am not like, oh, the Christians are the way. I love that people have their faith. So I'm sad for this lady, you know, that she thinks that because someone says they're a Christian, that all of a sudden means they're good. Like, lady, have you been living under a fucking rock or what? Jesus. But let's go ahead and just spend a couple of seconds going over a couple of my favorite comments. I won't make this go too long, April, but there were a couple that I thought
I
were worthy of
didn't.
sharing. No, I know. I just, we could read them all, but we won't. We're not gonna. We're not gonna. Okay. This girl, Rayburn, she says, well, that's when you turn her in for any and every violation you could think of. You and your friends put terrible reviews on her site, turn her into the police for harassment, blemish her name. Two can play that game. If enough of you guys band together, y'all can get her shut down or make people stop visiting her stand. People like that don't deserve to be in business. And then her second post said, sorry, I petty AF.
Petty as fuck.
She is.
Okay.
Rayburn, are you a Christian? Because I'm not sure yet.
Did
So
We
the
she?
get,
Christian answer is turn the other cheek. Like,
we get some,
Karma's a bitch.
as a fellow Christian, you should take her samples of you should go have a conversation with her. You should do this, you should do that. This one's probably my favorite. It doesn't have any comments or likes or reactions on it, but it says, "Uh-oh, you mentioned Georgia. Dot 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 dot. It's game on!" Exclamation point. Seriously? PM me. This girl knows something.
What's her name?
Judy.
Judy.
Judy
oh,
knows something.
Judy.
Judy, we need to hit Judy up.
We gotta
What's going
PM
on?
her.
Does Judy want to
Judy,
PM
do you know who
Judy and
this
see if
is?
she wants to join our podcast or give some information for our podcast into
She
this?
should give
I-
us a follow-up
Hashtag
next
I
week.
should
Georgia.
DM her.
Yes.
Judy, what's going on with the farm stand reporting lady?
Our podcast has been following and we
Yeah.
want to.
And
We'd like a follow-up.
inquiring minds want to
Yes.
know.
Yes. Can you give us an
Yes.
interview? Can't believe someone would actually report another stand. That's just plain out wrong. Whoever it is should be supportive, not rude. I have stands around me and I support them like they support me.
Amen.
Yeah, it just tickles my funny bone. Just makes me laugh. That's my social media for the week.
Yeah. DM Judy. Let her know that the Mac Besties podcast has been following and we're curious what's going
Well, what do
on.
I do? Because I'm in Colorado and Judy could just click on my profile and see that. Like, do I have a cousin who has a farm stand in Georgia that doesn't have Facebook and I need to get her this information? Is that maybe what I should do?
No,
No,
no.
maybe just be
That-
real and be like, we have
Be
a
real.
podcast.
We do a
Oh.
podcast. Our
Okay.
4 best friends. We do a podcast. I came across your story. I told it on our podcast, and now my girls want to know. Judy,
okay,
do you
so-
want to join us?
Okay, so remember the original poster is anonymous. I can't message them directly. But
That's fine.
Judy is not anonymous. I could message Judy and be like, "What do you know?"
Yeah, that's all we
Well,
want.
maybe that'll bring the anonymous out.
Tea, Judy.
Oh my God. Okay.
We just want to know what Judy has to say.
Mm-hmm.
I have been seeing these TikToks where dogs at a shelter will literally choose their new owner. And oh my God, tears, seriously. Like, I'm not crying, you're crying. Like, so people will be sitting in a room and then they open the kennel and the dog goes to someone and chooses them as their owner. Like, it's too much. It's too much. I have to stop watching them sometimes because it's just so much. Like, so first of all, I decided this has got to be fake, or there's something. What's behind this? Is this AI? Like, I have to question everything nowadays. So these are real, but there is a process. We're seeing the end results. So I did a little research. So first of all, the adopters do meet the dog beforehand. So they take applicants in for all of the dogs, and a lot of, apparently this shelter is pretty popular. So they get a lot of applicants for these dogs. Or people will put an applicant in for any dog, or there's a specific dog. But they go through all the screenings. They even go through home checks. They, make sure they do the meet and greet with them. They observe how they are with certain people to make sure that they feel comfortable and all of that stuff. So then once they go through the whole process of everything, then we get to see the TikTok part, which is they release the dog and the dogs run up to the person that they feel the most comfortable with, and that ends up being their new owner. But they do say that they do kind of still take them into an area by themselves with the new potential new owner and make sure, you know, they don't, that it is still a good match.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you haven't seen them before, you should just, honestly, I'm sure if you just put dog chooses a new owner, yeah. So, and it's, yeah, because some people, of course, they're so excited, but then some people, it's like an emotional, thing. So
Oh,
you just see them. And the way the dogs, they'll choose them. Sometimes they'll jump up in their laps or bury their head in their lap, or, it's just, yeah, very, very touching.
I don't
So,
think I have seen one of those videos that I haven't actually like cried real tears. I
yeah.
can't
I
see
don't
them
need to
without
cry.
crying.
I don't need to cry. I've cried enough. I'm.
I love
Mm,
them.
mm. I know it's
but
happy tears,
it's
but
just,
Yeah, I don't think that's my type of video right now.
yeah, me neither.
I just thought it was really cool. And now
It's
when you
super
do decide
sweet.
to watch one, you'll know what actually happens behind the scenes before you get to see all the magic.
Yeah. Thank you for that, Kylie. That was a good one. All right, so we are on the card. What are some of your most vivid memories with your friends in your 20s? All right, we're in our 40s. So that was 2 decades ago. So I'm going to start with my early 20s, which is absolutely Aggieville, Silverados, where I was dancing my face off, and Gumbies, because you can never forget Gumbies, where I was
You
eating
tried to.
pizza and passing out.
You tried to forget.
I feel like my mid 20s, my most vivid memories are meeting and being with Patrick, Ricky Furnett,
Oh my
climbing through
God.
my uh big window that leads into my bedroom. Not only Ricky Furnett, but everybody I knew that they could literally open my sliding window that led to my front door and unlock my front door and just get into my house at any given time. But we had a really good fun time in that house. So I think it was my
Yeah, we
house
did.
and those memories in that house. And then my late 20s, I got married at the age of 26 and I moved to Germany and I met the Romans. And we spent the next 3 years, which basically took me almost into my 30s, and had a great time in Germany. And I really enjoyed meeting the Romans, experiencing Germany, and kind of being newlywed.
Oh wow. You, you really detailed that one.
You did.
You nailed it.
It was my 20s.
She's like, I
Oh,
don't
Yeah.
remember anything, but here's a detailed timeline.
I was just gonna go off of one particular fucking moment,
all
but
right,
shit,
go.
I, I would. I mean, you pretty much nailed it. The um, Aggieville, Silverados, your guys' apartment across from Aggieville, because I'm the baby.
That one
You
too.
guys, you guys were experiencing everything before me. Tongues pierced, tattoos. I was still in high school, sneaking out, coming over to see you guys. But no, my most vivid memory of my early 20s would have to be when Crystal came back from Buffalo in her probe.
Hmm.
Christmas Eve,
Hmm.
we're gonna go see Jason
Hmm.
in Burlington. So we stop at the gas station. I get my Red Dog beer. and whatever other alcohol, maybe Mad Dog 2020, whatever the fuck I'm drinking in my early 20s around that time. Something stupid. And we make our way, and it's fucking, what, negative degrees out. It's cold. I stop in Linden because I gotta pee, of course, because I've been drinking
Since
to see ya.
Manhattan.
since Manhattan.
Mhm.
I'm fucking hammered by that point. Make it back to the bathroom, go get back in the car to find out we get not even a mile outside of town to get pulled over because the clerk at the gas station saw me drunk and called us in.
Snitch.
She's a see you next Tuesday. Anyways, I'm hammered. Crystal, she's being good. She's doing what they're saying. Me. On the other hand, knew the law. Was telling them I knew the law. Oh, it was fun. We ended up spending the night in that holding cell. Fucking freezing cold. Until I sobered up. Where we ventured back out when we were let go at 6, 7, 8 a.m. Still negative degrees. I'm hungover. To hike 5 blocks to go get her car. Where we finally get the car. We get in there. We drive a mile outside of Linden and the fucking engine blows.
Mhm.
So what do? We hitchhike. We get out. It's Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas. We hitchhike.
We just spent
And
8 hours in jail.
yeah, 8 hours in jail. We car breaks
You're
down. We
You're muted,
hitchhike.
Megan.
Now we get this lady. She picks us up. We're stupid. We jump in her cars and we go to Burlington. And she's really sweet. We tell her our story. She's like, oh, you poor ladies, you poor things. Or we go to Jason's and we wake him up to tell him our story. And he takes us back to Manhattan in his 2-seater truck. Where I had to sit on the middle console all the way from Burlington to Manhattan, where I get back to my apartment with Kyley, where I had to make the phone call to my mother that I will
Yeah.
not be home for Christmas Eve. I'll be home tomorrow for Christmas because I just got out of jail. And I would have to say, it was the only time I remember my mom being cool. She just said, okay, I'm glad you're safe. I'll see you tomorrow. I love you. And that is my most vivid early 20s moment that I feel like I should share with you. You're welcome.
I feel like mine is a mix of the two because I have more than one story, but they're kind of bullet pointed. They're not super detailed like Megan's. And at the bottom of my list, it says we can edit this out, but Kyley getting arrested, April and I getting arrested, April and getting arrested.
It was
I
the
remember
I've been there
Yeah.
a couple times.
I remember the arrests. I remember everybody's arrests. Okay.
That was so
Let's start at the top of
You're
my
muted,
list.
Megan.
Lots of
I did not make the arrest list ever.
nope. You've been
Aren't
all over
you
the world and
special?
didn't get arrested.
All over the world. Never
He
been
snuck out of
arrested.
it. That's why.
I was.
April always gets arrested with somebody, so be careful. Be careful.
You want to come live with me? I'm
If
looking
you
for
had
a
a chance,
roommate.
April, you just blew it. Okay.
That was my
Um,
20s.
the top of my list. Lots of partying. Cow fields, lakes, houses, hotels. Our weddings.
Check.
Oh my
Check.
God.
Check.
Our
Oh,
weddings.
Our
Oh my
weddings.
God.
Playing softball.
Oh.
yep.
Getting pregnant and you bitches getting high when I was stuck trying to give birth for 3 days.
That's not my fault.
I did rub your feet.
And that's not my fault that your oldest child was stubborn.
What a mess, right? You guys came in high, and I was like, "Where'd you
did.
go?" And you're like, "Burger King. I got a BK Big Fish," and I'm like, "Fuck off." I'm drinking chicken broth and eating yellow Jello. You guys are eating a fucking BK Big Fish.
We were so hungry.
Well, we know it wasn't the rodeo burger.
We know that. We do know that.
That's a good story too.
You can't handle the rodeo burger. Which
Oh
one
yeah,
of
I
you
guess I
was
should have
talking to my
put
friend like that?
tripping acid. I was actually telling somebody that story just the other day about that
Oh,
poor
shit.
guy out at Pillsbury who thought he was going to die that night.
Megan.
Because of Megan. She was like, "So none of your friends know you're out here? You just came out here all by yourself? Nobody knows you're here?" Like it was before cell phones. You know, he didn't have a cell phone. And he just chain smoked his entire pack of cigarettes because he's like, "This chick is going to kill me. I'm going to die tonight at Pillsbury Crossing." No, she's just tripping. You're good.
I was tripping my balls off.
Yep. Those are my vivid memories.
Cat running down the hallway at Park Place. Do you see the cat?
That's a good one. Watching fucking Wizard of Oz while
with Hank
Mm-hmm.
tripping
Boy.
acid. That's a good one.
Us running down the hallway? Not even the imaginary cat. Us. Do you remember sitting in the kitchen and somebody would
Yes,
go to
I
the end
remember.
of the bathroom
And
and
we'd
would
run?
run at
Yes.
us? And we just thought it was so funny. And we laughed.
It was funny.
It's kind of like I know we weren't in our 20s, but it's very reminiscent of Vegas when we rode the goddamn inflatable
Oh.
air mattress down the stairs for hours.
That was the best 40th
That's
ever.
what we did. That's what we did in the apartment. We just ran at each other.
Random Uber driver joining.
Good times.
Yeah.
Good times. Okay.
Oh, my cheeks hurt.
Same.
One of mine is when Megan got us kicked out of B-52s on New Year's Eve. April, I don't think you were there for that one.
No, I can't wait. I
So
like
this is
extra
the
hair for this
day,
one.
or at least the trip that we went, and Megan got her tongue pierced. So poor Megan's tongue is all swollen. She's having a hard time talking.
Bitches.
But it's New Year's Eve and we're fucking going out. And we went to the B-52s bar, which I don't even know what it is now.
It
It used to
wasn't.
be the Real World House or something.
That's what I was gonna say. Wasn't it the Real World's house?
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. So we also had Amber with us.
Mhm.
And she'll be relevant to the story a little later. But yeah, we hadn't even been there. God, I feel like we weren't even
A
maybe there for an
minute?
hour. It was a hot minute. Yeah. We had not gotten to drink much. I think we all had at least finished our first drinks. But Meghan went to go ask for a drink, and all of a sudden, all of these spotlights are on Meghan,
Oh my
and they're all,
God.
she's cut off. Meghan had barely gotten anything, like
I was
just a
not Sheila.
tease. Sheila was, way buried down there. It was because her tongue was swollen that she was slurring, and the bartender thought she was drunk. So there happened to be bathrooms upstairs on the second level, which is where Meghan went to go to the bathroom. I think they assumed she was going upstairs to go to the bar, but she just had to take a piss.
Oh my
So here
God.
comes Meghan being escorted by two bouncers, and all we hear is Meghan is screaming at us for help. And next thing we know, there's like these other bouncers that come and kind of surrounds me and Crystal and Dave and Amber, and they're kind of like trying to herd us, like section us off from the crowd and herd us out. We're all getting kicked out. Amber had just bought just bought a beer. She's like, "No, dude, I just bought this beer. I'm drinking it." And he's like, "No, you're leaving." And she's like, "I'm either drinking it or you're wearing it." We all had to leave. We were all out. So yeah, he wore it.
You wore it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Good for
she got
her.
her money's worth one way or the other.
Hey, I think
And then
so.
after that, I'm pretty sure it was an experience. We were trying to catch the bus. I think we were going to go to Denny's. I remember chasing two guys because they were picking on Dave. And it pissed me
God.
off. And also making fat jokes, like talking like Cartman and stuff like that. I chased them for a little bit. And then
Holy shit, man.
Yeah, for
we
sure.
end up at a Denny's. Those little motherfuckers that were giving us a hard time on the bus were at Denny's. I
Yes.
walk right up to the window, just boom, boom, boom. The look on their face, I am certain at least one of them shit their pants, which makes me feel so much better. I also remember that we were waiting for the bus. We didn't know where the buses were. And we
Yes.
turn around and there's
A
all the buses.
line of
like,
buses waiting for
we
us to
had
get
our
on them.
backs to them. Oh, yeah.
Oh my
Went from no
God.
buses to all the buses.
Mhm. We got to pick a bus.
Oh, God damn it.
Good times. That was good. That was a good one.
Oh my God.
Thank you for joining us for season 2,
Episode 8.
episode 8.
There you go.
Episode 8. Season 2. Episode 8. Bye.
Bye.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Follow us.
That's a wrap for today's episode of the Mac Besties podcast. We hope you laughed, learned, and felt a little closer to your besties. Remember, life is better when shared with friends. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. And hey, send us an email or leave us a review. It helps more women like you join the conversation. Until next time, stay true, stay bold, and stay connected. See you soon.